and welcome to Conversations with an AP Teacher. Today's topic is why Carolina Kits. We asked AP teachers around the country, how do Carolina AP Kits help you in your course? These are some of their responses.
The materials are all provided. It's easy preparation. I've been frustrated with some materials from other companies that I find a lot more prep time, because time is always a critical component for teachers. You're prepping the materials I've not had a problem with, and so and you're teaching solid biology through it.
It's just a time-saving tool, I think, is like the biggest thing, and it's because they're specific to AP. You know that they're meeting the objectives, you know that they're what the kids need to learn, their skills that the kids need to practice. They have questions that are at the right level. So sometimes, like, I would get a kit and you're like, oh, this is for 8th grade, like, you know, in the early, like, or this is too high level, like they're not going to be able to answer these. So it's kind of like they're meeting the level, they're right objectives, they're the right skills. They're just, so it's easy for me. It's like I just show up and open the kit and follow the little setup and copy the pages or scan the pages and upload them to our LMS and done. Like it's just so easy.
Well, of course, any kit is going to help you by just having the materials that you need together. Carolina Materials, I think, have, especially in the last few years, I think you guys have done a really good job of the manual that comes with the kit. Is very thorough from both the teacher's point of view and the student's point of view, really helpfully explaining exactly what it is that you are supposed to be doing, and how you're going to lay it all out, time it all out to make it work.
I like it because the instructions generally tend to be pretty easy to read. You know, like I said, some of these, some of these Lamont kits and stuff like that, they're real hardcore and they're very detailed, and that's great. But it's hard to reproduce that for a class. You know, so even before the pandemic hit, I would say a good suggestion would be, if those kits are really good and simplified, is maybe putting them kind of pre-done into small groups. I know you guys have kits where it's like one test per kit or multiple, but if these were like pre-packaged, like you were saying, just the test tubes and one thing, and you just give that to one group, that way there's less separation. I think that'd be a good feature to do. But I like them as they are, but I think they'll probably use a little more to them, I think. So
now my school doesn't have a lot of money. I'm going to preface this by saying, I kind of have to make my own kits, right? I kind of have to sometimes do research, what's in a kit or whatever, and just kind of make them myself. But when it comes to things like electrophoresis, for me, it's much easier just to order the kit rather than trying to order everything, separately. Because kits are a little bit more expensive sometimes. Definitely a tip for newer teachers. Start with kits, and then you can kind of, modify things as you need. But yes, definitely Wisconsin Fast Plant, I guess, kits and the gel electrophoresis kits.
So I like it because it's teacher friendly. This is what I tell my participants, that it's, I think the kits really take into consideration the lack of prep time that teachers have. So it's teacher friendly. They're designed for the teachers to use easily and with not a lot of stress.
So I really like that they're aligned to the curriculum. So there's like no guesswork, as far as like, okay, well, which unit can I use this with? So it's like I don't have to guess at, it's like, okay, well, is this going to be appropriate for, cell processes? Is this going to be appropriate for genetics? Is this going to be appropriate for, ecology? Because a lot of the kits are already aligned to the curriculum as it is. And so that I really appreciate, because that takes that part of my job and makes it so much easier. And so I would say that primarily is a really good reason why I like using them. And then, like I said, the convenience of having everything in the same box. You know, it's like, okay, I don't have to pull together all of these different things from different sources because it's all right here. You know, and that makes things so much easier in terms of prep.
To see more stories like this one and to get useful tips, sign up for our Carolina AP newsletter using the web address displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching.